Hello there, I'm Richie and you're watching IG Critic. Despite being one of the best-selling consoles of all time, Sony's PlayStation 4 is embarrassingly light on killer exclusives. Where the PS3 boasted God of War 3, Journey, Resistance, and Gran Turismo 5, to name but a few, the PS4 doesn't really feature anything that defines it. Yet. Without further ado, here are 5 PS4 exclusives IG Critic believes will dominate your PlayStation sessions throughout 2016 and beyond. Assuming none are delayed anyway. For long-time PlayStation fans, the newly released Ratchet Clank represents the return to glory for a bygone genre. The early PS1 days were dominated by bandicoots, apes and dragons, recognisable mascots that brought the family-friendly, feel-good gameplay that only 3D platformers can provide. While Ratchet & Co. were dragged through the metaphorical grinder on the PS3, thanks to a slew of games that just didn't fit the franchise, all for one, they shone in earlier entries with a crack in time regarded by many as the best game in the series. Ratchet & Clank 2016 is a return to that former glory, bringing everyone's favourite Lombax back to what he does best, 3D platforming. Expect all the wacky weapons, crazy characters, and lush scenery that Insomniac are known for, and get ready for an experience that will feel incredibly unique in this age of brown multiplayer shooters. Sony's fledgling PS4 exclusive is now the unabashed poster child for the Reasons Not to Reveal a Game Too Early handbook. Formally announced at E3 2009 and planned for release 2 years later, the game encountered what can only be described as severe development hell, vanishing into video game legend only to finally resurface at E3 2015. As such, The Last Guardian is an incredibly curious effort. Will it be stylized in the vein of a late PS2, early PS3 title, as its initial announcement would indicate? Or will it adopt a more modern visage, the project literally growing and changing over the 7 years since its inception? Whatever the outcome, PS4 owners should be in for a treat. The beautiful, angelic gameplay we have been presented with thus far hints at a deeply sophisticated tale of the bond between man and beast, with your furry partner in crime helping you across a variety of puzzles and obstacles. However, perhaps the most exciting thing about The Last Guardian is the sheer depth of its development cycle. Surely, with almost 10 years under their belt, Sony's Japan studio can hopefully produce a truly astonishing PS4 exclusive. Out of all the PS4 exclusives heading our way in 2016, Guerrilla Games' Horizon Zero Dawn seemingly has the most to prove. The Killzone developer has consistently produced great game after great game, without ever being elevated to Naughty Dog's godlike status of first-party production. Fortunately, Horizon looks absolutely fantastic, and this could well be the game that not only pushes Guerrilla into the upper echelon of video game developers, but creates another huge franchise for Sony to notch on their belt. Horizon Zero Dawn is a role-playing action-adventure game that allows you to explore a gorgeous post-apocalyptic open world, complete with robotic dinosaurs. These mechanized beasts will roam the land, begging to be destroyed by your protagonist, Aloy. She can loot these creatures' corpses, discovering useful resources that will further aid her murderous quest. And that's pretty much all we know about Horizon, the game being shrouded in mystery while simultaneously revealing minimal gameplay. Now, is this a tactical move to preserve narrative surprises or a lack of faith in the finished product? Who knows? What we do know, however, is that Guerrilla has a proven track record, and there's no discernible reason this success won't continue here. No Man's Sky is being lauded by many as one of the most ambitious games of the century, with good reason. From Guildford-based Hello Games, creators of the thoroughly enjoyable Joe Danger, the jump from their last project to this one is nothing short of astonishing. No Man's Sky is a living, breathing universe. You can travel from planet to planet, hunting creatures and farming minerals as you go. You can engage in space dogfights with enemy ships, or spend your time upgrading guns and equipment, building yourself a bigger, badder Tomb Raider that can capably overcome any challenge the universe will throw your way. Obviously, with such a huge scope comes a great many questions. Sure, we can explore the universe and travel between planets, but how's the loading time? Will planets be copies of each other, with only colour palettes and scenery differentiating the two? Is there a story and how is it structured? Can I choose where to go? The game looks spectacular, but there is a chance that all the pre-release footage is just too good to be true. However, if it can live up to these lofty expectations, this could be one of the PS4 exclusives we'll be talking about for generations and generations to come, and with the amount of content that's purportedly included, it's one we'll be playing for a while too. It's quite hard to quantify the many ways Uncharted 4 is such an eagerly awaited project. Perhaps it's Naughty Dog's previous stellar effort, The Last of Us, and the fact that the directors of that game are now tackling Nathan Drake's story. Or maybe it's just the excellent Nathan Drake Collection trilogy that preceded this fourth entry, and the fine display of third-person wisecrack spouting that each game provided. Uncharted 4, on the other hand, places us in an entirely unfamiliar territory, with Nate holding down a steady office job and a stable relationship with blonde bombshell Eleanor Fisher. Typically, he's drawn out of retirement by the thrill of the chase, with him and his long-lost brother Sam Drake attempting to solve the mystery of the mythic pirate colony Libertalia. As is expected of Naughty Dog, A Thief's End looks absolutely stunning and will take players through dense cities and leafy jungles rendered in a glorious 1080p by 30 frames per second. However, for the fans of the franchise, Uncharted 4 is much more than just a pretty face. It's the culmination of a decade filled with laughter, adventure, and amazing characters, games that will live long in both the heart and the mind. Uncharted is the quintessential PlayStation experience, and with Uncharted 4 seemingly putting a nice bow on the series and providing us with a fast, fluid multiplayer arena that we can experience with fellow fortune hunters, there's every reason to assume this will be the biggest PS4 exclusive of 2016. And if the wait is proving just a little bit too difficult, you can check out our Uncharted 4 countdown, which should help you pass the time. Even though we've chosen just 5 games, there's an absolute ton of promising PS4 exclusives coming out over the next 8 months. From smaller indies to huge blockbuster adventures, the goodness just keeps on coming. What do you think of our list? What games are you looking forward to? Are there any titles you think could be the next big PS4 exclusive? Then let us know in the comments below. For more videos like this one, remember to like and subscribe here on YouTube and check out the description below to see how you can stay updated on the latest gaming news, reviews and videos. You can find more fun and facts about gaming right here on IG Critic. Thanks for watching.